Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and today I'm doing another video for the hashtag event cacschoolart. And when you're going to school, you're back to the books. So what I'm creating is a tag, and it's going to have a stack of books. And so what I'm doing right now is creating the spines. So I've already cut out the strips of paper from different scrapbook paper collection that I've had around forever. And I picked things that looked like they might be vintagey books, and I'm using their Tim Holtz Distress ink. I think this one is called Twigs. Let's see. Gathered Twigs. It's just kind of a brown color that I'm using to shade the edges so that they look like the spines of a book and have a kind of rounded look to them. They're not perfect, but they'll do, I think. I think they do end up kind of looking round in the end. And I do cut to the end here so you didn't have to watch me tint the whole set of books. Just trying to get it darker on there. Alright, so now we've got them all. Then we're going to turn them into different textbooks. So this is a Posca gold pen using the fine point edge. Doesn't show up too great, but it shows up enough, I think. Some papers it shows up better than others. Like that one, looks pretty good. I didn't have a lot of choices. I have this gold Posca or a gray one, and I liked the gold. Kind of reminds me of old books, you know. And I skipped to the last one on this one too, so you didn't have to watch me do the whole thing. Mostly, but not all of it. Alright, so now that I've got them arranged, and I kind of think I know where I want the books to be stacked, we've got to come up with some titles. This is just my Pentel brush pen, just because I liked the line that I could get from it. We're going to title this one Drawing Lessons, because they all have to be art books, right? So we've got drawing lessons and art theory, and I was just making stuff up in my head, what I could remember. Oh yes, art history. I think that one ends up with a different title in the end. I can't remember. Something happens to it. This is Design Theory, Volume 1. Fix my D. There we go. Trying to decide what title to give it. Oh yeah, I gave it Sculpture 101. Running out of ideas. This is my art notebook, 2016. That's one way to put the title, but I think that might get clipped off. I can't remember. Because obviously these books are way too big for my tag, even though I'm using a tag. There we go, 3D Basics, Volume 2. Oh yes, and we have modern art from 2000 to 2015. Trying to decide if you could see that or not. Alright, so now we've got our books. Time to figure out how this is going to work on our tag. So I'm stacking those all in order and getting them out of the way so we can paint our tag. And I'm just going to put a black background. I figured that would work best. Help those books stand out a bit. It's always a fun mess. So now it's dry. I'm going to take some Liquitex matte medium and we're going to glue these book spines to our tag. And see what I mean? A lot of that stuff gets, at the bottom, gets cut off. I started out trying not to put the matte medium on top because I wasn't sure what it would do with the pens. I know the Posca would hold pretty good, but I wasn't sure about the white gel pen, and I did not hit these with a blow dryer, so there was no extra setting for them. And this is where it kind of goes awry. I do that and then I smear it, I see how bad it is, so I just scrub it off. We'll come back and write that back on later. So my drawing lessons, you won't be able to read any of it, so I'm flipping it upside down. Some of your books at home are upside down, right? It's all good. See, and there went that one. It just dissolved too. And that was the Posca. See, but the other one didn't. Maybe it's the paper it's on. So now I'm going to trim the tag. Trim all those book edges off so they fit. And then we'll redraw, except for I can't remember what I had on them. Do you remember? Oh yeah, that one was art history. And this one was 3D. But I couldn't remember. So we're changing it to watercolor, because I could not remember what I had on there before. I know this looks like it was instantaneous, but apparently it wasn't. Anyways, it was long enough ago that I couldn't remember. So I found this cute boy in a magazine and decided that would be really good. It looks like he's running to school, doesn't it? I'm just going to smooth him down on there. Put him down. I'm like, I hope I didn't put his head where the hole is. But I didn't. I think I left enough clearance. But just barely. So there's the hole. And I decided... What am I doing? Oh yes. I need to outline him because I want him to stand out a little bit more. But I didn't want to do the shading behind him, I just wanted to outline him. It's because I liked how the books looked and I didn't want to interfere with them too much. And then I'm just going to take that same color and I'm just going to go around the edges of my tag to give it all a real nice shading. At least where the book pages are. Can't get the black much darker than black, so. So I got that done, and I mean, it's all good and stuff, but I'm like, I need a sentiment, but I wasn't sure how to create a sentiment on there because I didn't want to cover up my cute books. So I decided I would add a tag. We're going to put some words on a tag and then add the tag to the tag. I titled it Back to the Books. And then I found, oh yes, shade around it. Same color, by the way. And then we're going to add it right in the same spot as the other hole. This is just some random, I don't know, paper twine that I found. Get that in there straight. Across, there we go. And that doesn't cooperate very well. Let's see if we can get it straight. So there we go. Back to the books. I hope you liked that. If you did, please hit like. Feel free to share. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to put hashtag cacschoolart in the search bar on YouTube to see what all the other artists are creating. Thanks for watching.